The first 30 days are a graveyard. It's where 99% of dreams go to die. Not because people lack talent. Not because they aren't smart enough. Not because they didn't want it badly enough. They fail because they were waiting for a feeling that never showed up. They were waiting to feel motivated. They were waiting to feel confident. They were waiting to feel ready. And readiness never comes. Talent is a luxury, but consistency is a necessity. The first month doesn't care about your IQ, your potential, or how many books you've read. It only asks one brutal question. Can you show up when the excitement is gone? Quiet consistency beats loud talent. Every single time. The most important days are the ones nobody sees. No likes, no shares, no applause, no validation. Just you alone, facing the version of yourself that always quits when things get uncomfortable. This is the part nobody puts on Instagram. This is the part nobody talks about on podcasts. This is the invisible work. And this is where identity is built. Most people start with a dopamine spike. They watch a video. They hear a speech. They feel unstoppable for a few hours. They write goals. They clean their room. They tell themselves, this is it. This time is different. But motivation is a temporary chemical. It rises fast and it disappears even faster. Motivation shows up at the beginning. Discipline shows up when motivation leaves. And that's why most people never make it past the first 30 days. On day 1, everything feels possible. You feel powerful. You feel aligned. You feel like the future version of you is already here. But by day 7, reality starts to knock. By day 10, the novelty fades. By day 14, the silence becomes loud. This is when the mind starts negotiating. You've done enough. Take today off. You can start again tomorrow. And most people listen. Not because they're weak, but because their brain is wired for comfort, not transformation. Your brain's job is to keep you safe. Safe means familiar. Safe means predictable. Safe means comfortable. So when you try to change your habits, your environment, your identity, your brain interprets it as a threat. It pulls you back toward what's easy, toward what's known, toward who you used to be. That resistance you feel in the first 30 days is not a sign you're doing something wrong. It's proof that change is actually happening. Most people misinterpret discomfort as danger. The 1% recognize it as growth. They don't wait to feel good before they act. They act, and then the feelings catch up later. Winners decide first. Feelings follow second. Losers do it the other way around. They let their emotions run their schedule. If they feel good, they work. If they feel tired, they quit. And slowly, quietly, without realizing it, they build an identity around inconsistency. The first 30 days are not about results. Results come later. The first 30 days are about identity. You are not trying to work out. You are becoming someone who doesn't miss the gym. You are not trying to build a business. You are becoming someone who executes even when nothing is happening. You are not chasing discipline. You are becoming disciplined. Identity always comes before outcomes. What you repeatedly do is who you become. Around day 15 to day 18, something dangerous happens. You look around and it feels like nothing has changed. You don't look different. You don't feel different. Nobody notices your effort. Nobody claps for your consistency. This is the valley where most people quit. They call it failure. They call it proof that it's not working. But the truth is, this is the exact moment when the internal transformation begins. Think about a bamboo tree. For years, it grows underground. You see nothing. No progress. No proof. But beneath the surface, it's building a root system so strong that when it finally breaks through the ground, It grows faster than anything around it. The first 30 days are your root system. If you rush the growth without building the roots, the first storm will destroy you. That's why most people fail. They want visible progress without invisible work. They want recognition without repetition. They want the reward without the price. The psychology of failure in the first month comes down to one thing: impatience. People underestimate how long change takes and overestimate how fast results should come. They stare at the gap between where they are and where they want to be, and the gap feels overwhelming. So they stop. But the 1% do something different. They stop looking at the mountain. They look at their feet. They focus on the next step, then the next, then the next. Momentum is built by movement, not by motivation. If you quit now, you don't just lose progress. You reinforce a habit of quitting. You teach your brain that discomfort is a valid reason to stop. You train yourself to escape when things get hard. But if you stay, if you push through, you teach your brain something powerful. You teach it that you are in control, that you decide. That discomfort does not dictate your actions. That shift in power is priceless. That is self-mastery. The 99% live at the mercy of their moods. The 1% operate on standards. They don't ask, "Do I feel like doing this?" They say, "This is who I am. This is what I do." They understand that discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect. It is saying no to what feels good now so you can say yes to what you want later. It is choosing the future version of yourself over the comfort of the present moment. During these 30 days, your environment matters. Protect it. Distance yourself from noise, from opinions, from people who question your discipline. Most criticism doesn't come from people doing better than you. It comes from people who are uncomfortable watching you grow. Let them talk. Stay silent. Stay focused. Silent growth is powerful because it builds confidence without ego. You don't need to announce your progress. Your consistency will speak for you. By day 20, something shifts. The resistance softens. The habit starts to feel familiar. The autopilot begins to form. What once felt forced now feels necessary. You're no longer pushing the boulder up the hill every day. It starts rolling on its own. But this is where another trap appears: complacency. You start thinking you've made it. You haven't. You've only qualified to continue. The first 30 days are not the finish line. They are the entry fee. The last days of the first month test your humility. They test whether you respect the process or just the idea of success. They ask you one final question: will you stay disciplined when things finally start to feel easier? Most people relax too early. The 1% double down. They understand that consistency is fragile in the beginning. It must be protected, reinforced, guarded. When you wake up tomorrow and that voice tells you to hit snooze, recognize it. That voice belongs to the 99%. When it tells you that one day off won't matter, recognize it. That voice lives in the graveyard of dreams. Silence it with action. Don't negotiate. Don't overthink. Move first. Action breaks hesitation. Action kills doubt. Your legacy is not built in moments of inspiration. It is built in small, boring decisions repeated over time. It is built in early mornings, in tired eyes, in showing up when no one is watching. It is built in discipline. If you can survive the first 30 days, you have done what most people never will. You have broken free from the gravitational pull of mediocrity. You have proven to yourself that you are capable of consistency. And once you master consistency, everything else becomes possible. This is not just about habits. This is about a new identity, a new standard, a new life. The door is open. The path is clear, but only you can walk it. Most people will never make it this far, but you're still here. You listen because something inside you knows this is true. That spark is your potential. Protect it. Feed it. Let it burn away the old version of you. This is day 1. See you at day 30.